Thank you, sir. I really appreciate that. Thanks so much. Oh, hey, man. Hello, how are you?
I'm awesome. How are you?
A little good.
A little good?
I got ice cream, so I'm much better now.
Oh, that's awesome. Let me give you some more space here. I'll just move the seat up here. My name is Biniam Calvin.
What's your name?
Biniam.
Finio?
Biniam.
Oh, Biniam.
You got it, yeah.
Nice name. Where are
Thanks.
you from?
I'm from Ethiopia.
Oh, Ethiopia.
Yeah.
I'm Sierra Leone.
No way.
Born and raised here, though.
You were? Okay, gotcha. Do you feel yourself more Canadian?
Oh, definitely. I've never even been there. It's
Gotcha.
just the heritage. That's
So-
more of a Canadian man.
Does that mean you're like first generation here?
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. It's not an easy thing being a first gen here, is it?
No?
I imagine, well, I mean, I was 8 when I moved here. So you and I share somewhat similar experience in that you have a different dynamic at home than outside the home.
Oh, definitely. An entirely different person outside of.
Yeah, and you have to like try to figure out like which one to be in different contexts, right? So at home, some things just don't fly in the Canadian culture at home.
Exactly. It's a good thing, though.
Yeah?
I think as I've aged, I've like accepted it and I realized it's kind of made me more respectful just overall.
Yeah.
I kind of want to raise my kids the same, or at least a similar manner.
And how old are you?
I'm 20.
20, okay.
I'm still young.
How long have you had that like shift in perspective where you're like, this is actually not a bad thing?
I would say around 17.
17?
Because
Okay.
16 for me was like super rebellious.
Sure.
That's like the worst year of my life.
I see.
That was horrible. I don't know, 17 I just changed a lot. That's it.
Was that in grade 12 for you?
Yeah.
Okay. What was it that was the big shift in your evolution?
I don't even know. It just kind of happened. Like, honestly, one day I started realizing that I was just thinking different.
Yeah.
That was really it.
Interesting. And experience didn't have a lot to do with it.
No.
Because a lot of people usually have to go through some pretty significant experiences, right, to get to that point. So it's amazing that you are at this point without the pain that most have to invest in.
I lucked out there. I'm very thankful. I've seen it a lot of people.
So while I don't disagree with you, you're mentioning on the one hand you feel a lot more respectful in the way you engage. I'm guessing it's the older folks, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Any others?
Like calling people that aren't related to me like auntie and uncle. That's
Sure.
just a respect. They're not related.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah. In my experience, I would say I grew to appreciate the accessibility of perspective because we had more to contrast, right? So on the one hand, in our own cultures that we were brought up in, there's good things and not so good things. And so I think that becomes more stark when you're able to see a comparison to another culture. And even in the Canadian culture, for example, there's amazing things here and not so amazing things, right? And so like we get to like start picking our own best of the best, right? And then being able to think a little more critically because, yeah,
You do pick and choose from other cultures.
right.
I think that's a good thing.
I think so too.
Sharing cultures
Yep.
as well.
Absolutely, yeah. So how recent is it that you were leaving the teen years behind? When did you turn 20?
2 months in the last one. Just
Okay.
Fresh, dude.
Fresh out of the teens.
Yeah, fresh out of teens.
Does it feel different?
No.
Nah. You're still the same old person.
What felt different, honestly, was 18.
18?
Yeah. But that was mainly because he was not out of school.
Yeah.
Free. But no, 20 just was another day.
Yeah. And are you an only child?
No, I have a little sister.
You have a little sister too.
She's
Okay.
13 and evil.
That's funny. So she's going through your season that you went through.
Oh my god, maybe even worse. She's a little tired.
Yeah.
Very awesome.
So there's about 7 years difference between the two?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Just the two of you.
yeah, it's just us two. I do have 3 stepbrothers though,
Okay.
but I don't live with them. They're in
gap between me and my youngest?
5 years.
5 years. Okay. That's accounting for a potential set of twins there, maybe? Okay. Is that your final answer?
Okay, now I'm just kind of second guessing myself.
I'm good at making people do that.
Okay, now I'm gonna say 8 years.
8 years, okay. And that's your final answer?
Yeah, 8 is my final answer. I'm locking it right now.
Okay. 22.
Holy shit! That is a lot more than I thought.
I know. It's unusual.
Holy shit.
Uh,
Did their parents get married when? Is it different parents? What is it?
same parents.
Same.
Seriously,
Whoa!
I know, yeah.
Whoa!
So-
After 22 years, they're like, let's do it again.
Well, no, not even just the one. So like when I moved to Canada, it was just me and my 2 brothers, so there's the 3 boys. And then after when I was 14 years old, it was when my first sister came along.
Okay.
Then at 16 years old, my younger brother came along, and then at 22 years, my baby sister.
Holy crap. Your parents did not want to stop.
Now take a wild guess how old she is. I'm already full of surprises, so you're like gauging yourself, saying,
32. I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Oh.
I just
So-
wanted to see your reaction.
That would be. That was good.
I'm gonna say like maybe 6.
6 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
6, something like
Okay.
that. Am I close?
She is a year younger than you are.
Oh. You're way older than I thought you were.
I'm a lot older than most think I am. Yes. That's right. All right. Yeah. So that's a little unusual setting, isn't it?
Are they still having kids?
What's that?
Are they still having kids?
Oh no, my mom passed away last year.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's all right, man. That's all right. They stopped after the last one, and I don't think she'll be able to have any more anyway.
Yeah.
But no, it's a different season for our family now with mom gone.
It's all your own.
Yeah, exactly. And it's been a lot of fun for me. Like, I stayed home as long as I could with the 3 younger ones, just because I was a terrible brother with the first 2. Awful. I was just atrocious.
I've had some moments where I've wished I could.
But then the younger 2 that came along, I almost saw them as my second chance, Calvin. I was like, this is my chance now to try this again. And I just really enjoyed watching them growing up. Watching them become their own people, their own perspectives. And we have like adult conversations now. It's really cool.
I'm excited to see my sister. But
Yeah.
I'm also a little worried.
Yeah.
The worry's kind of hard to get rid of. Especially because she's like very dominant.
I see. Very sure of her perspectives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very set in her ways. She's not very open-minded. It's easy to cause conflict.
So tell me about, as one who's been born here, there's a lot of folks who have our skin color that have experienced a lot of racism. Has that been your lot as well too, or not necessarily?
I've experienced racism.
You have.
Yeah, of course.
How?
Not often. Sometimes in the workforce, like
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say it was racism. We just kind of segregated into races, like on ourselves.
Okay.
Which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
There was one time in like 7th grade, like an old lady called me the N-word. I think that was one of the only moments aside
Yeah.
from like school.
Yeah.
But like when in school, I feel like at an early age, I never really cared if someone would say it, because like to me, like I hear the N-word and you're trying to demean me, I'm just like, oh, okay, this is just like someone who races at me.
Yeah.
I've always been that type of person where I don't want to let words affect me.
Sure.
Like the context, sure. Like if you're trying to demean me, I'm not with it. I don't like that. But I'm not gonna like yell at you. I'm not gonna put myself in any position that'll like harm me or potentially get me like in danger or anything.
Yeah.
Just,
Right on. Is that your way of saying you don't want to get to the point where it gets personal?
yeah. I
Gotcha.
don't want it to get personal because I'm not the other.
Yeah.
Like me. I just so happen to be black.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I probably have this similar ago when I went on to social media again and started growing on my influence there. So of course you'll have your haters and stuff, right? But honestly, no. And that coming from one who feels pretty confident in the